Today is December 14th, 2017, and this is Metrocenter Mall in Phoenix. This is just outside of Sears right here. So this is the Sears. We're on the upper floor. And this mall opened in 1973. So the anchor buildings are 70s mod. This was the first mall to open with 5 anchors. Sears, Diamonds, which is the Dillard's we're passing right now, which they are almost open. It's a clearance center, so they don't open till noon, and it's about 5 till. Goldwater's, which is the next anchor building you're about to see. The Broadway, which has been demolished. And I believe Rhodes was the last anchor to be at this mall among the original 5. But that's on the other side from where we're at. But Dillard's acquired Diamonds back in 1984, which is this battle fortressy looking building. And then Goldwater's, which is this next building here, it was acquired by J.W. Robinson's sometime in the late 80s, because I remember the name changing at the old Fiesta Mall store. And then roughly 1993, they became, J.W. Robinson's merged with May Company to become Robinson's May. And then what was that, 2005 or 2000? I think it was 2006. Oh, yeah, 2006. Was when they were bought out by Macy's, when they merged with Macy's. And that was the most recent store to occupy this building was Macy's. They closed in 2015, I believe. But Macy's had acquired the Broadway back in the late 90s. And so before that last building became a Macy's, the Broadway building that stood here where Walmart has very recently been built and finally opened, that was where that was where Macy's entered the West Coast markets, because the Broadway is based in LA. It's a shame though that because I was just looking back there, coming through that curve approaching Walmart, there is no mall entrance door leading out here. You have to make a left turn when you reach the end of the mall to be able to proceed to to proceed to Walmart. Boo. They should have put in doors there. What's the point of having this Walmart anchor this mall if you have to go around part of the building to enter the mall? That just seems really stupid. So all this former parking lot and former footprint of the Broadway is now occupied by Walmart. And then here's where you can resume going uphill over here. Here's the transit center to help bring more people to the mall. Go up this way. Huh. What a field trip have to do here at the mall. Maybe there's a movie playing in the movie theater that is, correlated to whatever it is that they're reading or studying. But here is the Harkins Theater, which this place gets busy at night or on the weekend. The entrance that the armored trucks are parked in front of is for the food court. And they don't check their blind spots. This building here is the former Rhodes. It would become a Liberty House, and I think Josky's may have even operated in there at one point, and Dillard's had a separate men's and women's store here at this mall, and this was one of them. But the most recent tenant was JCPenney, which they stole away from Christown Mall. And well, apparently the grass wasn't greener over here. Well, this grass is pretty green, but the grass must not have been greener for JCPenney because they returned to Christown into a brand new building that they built for them, as the original building was demolished to build Costco at that mall during its redevelopment. And then here we're coming back to Sears. I mean, look at these columns. And then the lights in there. Even the wall, you probably can't tell from here, but the walkway has that. It's that sort of pebble textured concrete type of stuff that you used to see back in the 70s. These doors aren't even used. Yeah, you can see one of those dangling light fixtures there. Auto Center's over there and it matches this building. But this Sears store is the largest in the Phoenix area. Look at the doors for merchandise pickup. This is the largest Sears store in the Phoenix area. It and Tucson Mall are the largest in the state. But this Sears has 3 floors. They expanded into their basement at the end of the 90s. I actually used to work with one of the ladies that worked on the installation of those escalators. I'm surprised people are coming in this way. They must be coming to shop at Dillard's because, at least at Fiesta Mall, the Dillard's Clearance Center usually does pretty well. I mean, they seem to get busy. There's a branch of the Phoenix Public Library. Paradise Valley Mall also has a branch. Christown used to have a branch inside of the mall, so I guess that's a thing in Phoenix proper to have the library at the mall. But here's a more of a distance shot, looking uphill towards Sears and Dillard's Clearance. I'll for sure get some video of Dillard's while I'm in there. This Dillard's has never been remodeled from its days as Diamond's department store. And real quick, just going on to this part of the parking lot that has probably never been used in years and years and years. That is Super Salad. I don't remember what that used to be, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't always a Super Salad because it looks a bit on the tropical side. And trying to remember where the old Circuit City is located. It's strange how a mall could die when it's so visible from I-17, which is right there, that busy looking freeway. Which can be accessed directly through the frontage road. Oh yes. This is it right here. There's the old Circuit City. They just painted the old red plug white. And there's Super Salad again. That was not illegal, by the way. There's that little... The island doesn't go right up to the crosswalk, and that's on purpose, so that way you can make a U-turn even when it's red, because you're not entering the intersection. This place here on the left is Castles and Coasters, which again is another attraction. It's like, how can you have this here and have a dead mall? But that Arabian Palace has an arcade with multiple levels. They have mini golf, and I think there's bumper cars. You know, there are roller coasters and other rides here. So there is Walmart. Which now sits here in the parking lot. And it seems kind of useless to just have it here now when it doesn't, you know, it kind of anchors the mall, but it's not connected directly to the mall. At least the Walmart at Christown Mall has a mall entrance. And Costco has a mall entrance as well at that mall, because their food court is there. You know, you can actually see it from the mall. In fact, I'm not even sure if you even need your membership to access the Costco food court at Christown Mall. I'm going to make a detour here into this plaza here. There's the former Penny's over there. But look how dead this place is right here. That on the left used to be Best Buy, but Best Buy moved to Thunderbird in I-17 because I guess they took some sort of old manufacturing plant or something and made retail space. See, that place is dead. There is a label scar here. It's kind of hard to tell what it says from right underneath. And then we get some more lively parts because the rest of this plaza seems occupied. Yeah, I can't really tell myself what it says, but yeah, maybe you can. I don't know when that Best Buy closed, but I know I've been to that Best Buy once. I think once. We'll see what happens when it comes to redeveloping this mall, because the light rail, the light rail that goes through Phoenix, that connects Mesa all the way to Christown, it's supposed to be extended over here. Redevelopment plans that I have seen online show either the mall itself will be demolished, but not the anchors, except for the former Pennies. Or, oh no, they'll take the roof off or something. They haven't really announced anything firmly yet, so we'll see what really happens with how they redevelop the mall, but we know that it's going to come at some point. If they redevelop the mall and they keep the anchors, even just at the very least Macy's and Dillard's, like I have seen. Sears, I'm not sure what they're doing, because it looks like Sears will either be demolished and replaced with a smaller building, or because of the size of the way the building looks and scale on the possible concepts I've seen, maybe it'll be partially demolished. But it's kind of hard to tell really what they plan to do, because it may not necessarily be to scale. And if they do keep the anchor buildings, are they going to update the facades? How will they update them? So, just gonna have to wait and see what happens, but I am going to park here at the Dillard's Clearance Center and enter the mall.